Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Crypto News. It is Friday, December 1st, 2023. My name is Matt, and it is December. It is my birthday month. Capricorn's coming up. And so for my birthday month, I want you to do me a favor. We have a listener. His name is Jeff. He's been a long-term listener, and he has a daughter who is Team USA Ice Dancer. And she is doing her passion. She's very good at it. And she has just got a new sponsor called the Well-Dressed Skater. And to show support to her sponsor, to show support for her, I want you to do me a favor. For my birthday, follow her on Instagram. Her link to her Instagram is in the show notes. Her link to the TikTok is in her Instagram. And just follow her. If you like ice dancing, please follow her. If you have daughters or family members that like ice dancing, follow her. She's very good at what she does. It's her passion. And you know what? It helps somebody in our community of hodlers. Here at Daily Crypto News, I tell you, anytime you want to email me, matt@dailycryptonews.net, and I want to support you, support your questions, support this industry, support us, learners, hodlers, hopers, dreamers. I want us to also support each other. So do me a favor. Go to that Instagram link in my show notes, support Rafaela and our longtime listener, Jeff, and I thank you very much. Now to CyberTruck. Yeah, I know it's not crypto. We'll get into daily crypto news and Asia Focus in a minute, but the CyberTruck delivery event was yesterday. 10 CyberTrucks finally got to people who ordered them after 4 years of development, and here is my rant about everything. First of all, legacy automakers are destroying the EV industry. They're trying to, at least. They make crap, poorly engineered trucks. The Hummer is the most inefficient designed EV ever. Everything that comes out, well, mostly everything that comes out of these legacy automakers is rubbish. And then they use CCS charging that is hooked up to a charging network that barely works. You could look at anybody who has a non-Tesla EV. I'm not a Tesla fanboy. I had one and I sold it, but they cannot charge on these networks. That network, Electrify America, is owned by Volkswagen. It almost seems like a conspiracy that they're trying to make these things crappy as hell to make sure that people don't want them, to start the narrative that EVs don't work so they can drop their EV endeavors and go back to making ICE engines, something they've done for decades, over a century in some cases, and they can just go back to the status quo. A little bit of proof to my rant. GM yesterday announced that they're going to buy back $10 billion of stocks while making drastic cuts to their EV program. And Joe Biden at one point had the audacity to say that GM and Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, are the leaders in EV innovation. I think we all scoffed at that. But here's the thing. After watching the CyberTruck video from Haggerty and looking at all of the innovation that they put into this thing, I am 100% impressed. Not with just the company, not with just the innovation, but with humanity in general. Because we always think that the status quo is as good as we can do in politics and governance, and there's nothing we can do. It is just what it is. This is how things are, right? In transportation, this is just how things are. Gas engines, big trucks, big parking lots. This is just how things are. We don't need a high-speed rail. Americans don't want EVs. We just want big F-150s, and that's it. With NASA, that's just how you get to space. You use a rocket, you throw it away. It really takes somebody special, and I think that's why we all like the crypto space. We are all imaginers, we are dreamers, we're innovators, at least hopefuls, that want to do something different to try to create a better outcome, to try to do something that hasn't been done before for better results. To not sit on our hands to say nothing can be done, because it's already been done. No, we don't say that here, and that's what I see with the CyberTruck. The CyberTruck came out and did something better than everybody else has done it. Now, they missed their mark on a couple things. The range, missed their mark. Price, missed their mark. But the technology, the innovation that went into this thing is far beyond anything that came out of the traditional auto industry ever. And I applaud that. Let's get into Asia Focus.
Welcome back to Asia Focus, a weekly section of Daily Crypto News. I'm Sarah. Let's get started. Binance partners with Gulf Energy Development to launch a Thailand-based crypto exchange in early 2024. They shared this news through the Gulf Energy's filing with the Stock Exchange of Thailand November 15th. So you might think, what an energy development company has to do with crypto? The early story goes back to May this year when the Gulf Energy acquired digital asset operator licenses from Thailand's Ministry of Finance. This allowed Gulf to run a crypto exchange. Even earlier in April in 2022, Gulf actually invested also in Binance US. You can easily imagine there's the connection. Now, Gulf partnered with Binance and created Gulf Finance, the joint venture to specifically make an expansion to Thailand's crypto market. Binance indeed has been very successful in connecting to local market experts, bringing Binance exposure to the local market and returning the favor by innovating local crypto markets. Latin America and European countries, when you talk about some crypto debit card solutions, we've all heard enough about Binance supporting them, even though some of them ended up being not sustainable anymore. It's definitely a remarkable development in Thai crypto scene because I haven't seen much news there these days. But let's see how this goes. On the other hand, another crypto exchange operating in Thailand, Zipmex, has announced it is taking immediate action by suspending all digital asset trading in Thailand as part of its effort to comply with regulations. Launched in 2019 for Australia, Singapore, and Indonesia, they have been operating in Singapore and Thailand. As of writing, there is only a statement about them not being licensed by MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, on the Zipmex official website. What? Anyways, let's give it a little pause on that matter of license in Singapore. Thai SEC apparently has been asking Zipmex to admit or deny if they have been operating as a digital asset fund manager without permission. I mean, they didn't provide proper information to the authorities, so they are not licensed nor registered. But funny thing is, when I searched more about Zipmex, they had a sad history. Zipmex was acquired by V Ventures after being affected by Babel Finance $48 million, by Celsius $5 million. I mean, I'm not trying to say that anybody affected by you-know-who's back in 2022 are not to be trusted, but still, hey, it's never bad to be cautious, especially in crypto. Zipmex supposedly didn't allow some customers to withdraw their funds due to the attempt to maximize returns for customers. Y'all understand how that sounds. Something is definitely cooking in Japan. A famous stablecoin USDC issuer, Circle Internet Financial, has entered into a pact with SBI Holdings to circulate the USDC token. But how? Stablecoins, key parts of the Japanese crypto market. As you must know now from some episodes back in Asia Focus, competitions for its business is intensifying in Japan. Japan already has the stablecoin law, possibly to operate legally since June. And all these experiments about stablecoin, its usage in international settlements, it's all coming into this picture. So, Circle, working with a major venture capital group and financial service provider SBI, is a big deal. SBI Shinsei Bank will provide banking services to Circle, enabling USDC access and liquidity for Japan-based users. And Circle will have access to Japanese Web3 markets and users. Nice work! On November 24, the Japanese National Tax Agency, NTA, released its yearly summary of tax investigations. The 13-page document also contains data from the probe into crypto tax evasion. According to this report, the average value of undeclared income in crypto fell by 19% in 2022. Back in August, Japanese regulators confirmed that citizens will not have to pay around 35% of taxes on those crypto assets stored without trade operations during the fiscal year. Even though this was the case, according to the 615 investigations by the NTA into citizens' crypto holdings, 548 cases were found tax violations, aka crypto tax evasion cases. There has been some notable progress in Korean CBDC experiment. In the fourth quarter of 2024, South Korea will start a pilot program involving the participation of 100,000 citizens. Under this pilot, selected participants can purchase goods using deposit tokens issued by commercial banks, operating similarly to vouchers in retail stores. And participants can only use the digital currency for intended payment purposes, while personal remittance and other uses are currently prohibited. Another part of this pilot program is to conduct technological experiments to evaluate new financial products, specifically used in the transactions between carbon emission rights and payment tokens. Obviously, South Korea must have been challenged by the launch and usage of digital yuan. I mean, we humble Koreans don't have the big dream like Chinese, where digital won can be the next dollar or anything near that kind of ambition. But we don't like FOMO. So here we are. One of the relatively newsworthy news about Korean CBDC experiment. That's all for today.
And in some other crypto news, class action lawsuit was filed in Florida on Thursday, and it seeks over $1 billion in damages from international soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo for his role in promoting the cryptocurrency exchange Binance. The lawsuit alleges that Binance sold unregistered securities and operated illegally in the United States. It claims that Ronaldo lent his celebrity to hype investments, driving traffic and investors to the platform. And if you are wondering who is making this lawsuit, yes, it is the ambulance chaser Adam Moskowitz. The same Adam Moskowitz that is suing all the influencers from Tom Brady, Larry David, Shaquille O'Neal, BitBoy, Graham Stephan, Jaspreet Singh, and many, many more. He is literally the ambulance chaser for the crypto industry. And finally, digital currency group Circle, the company behind USDC, has strenuously pushed back against allegations made by a Washington watchdog group that it helps fund terrorist organizations. In a letter to the Senate Banking Committee Chairman Sherrod Brown, he's a Democrat from Ohio, and Senator Elizabeth Warren, Circle Chief Strategy Officer, disputed claims made in a 13-page letter that lawmakers received earlier this month from the Campaign for Accountability, which asserted that Circle facilitates money laundering by terrorist groups Hamas and Hezbollah. Circle also refuted claims that China-based blockchain platform Tron and its founder, Justin Sun, are tied to Circle. They said, let's be perfectly clear. Circle does not facilitate, directly or indirectly, or finance Hamas or any other illicit actors. And they concluded by saying, nor does Circle bank Justin Sun. Let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 10:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fear agrees at 70. We're greedy. Bitcoin sitting at $38,404, up 2% in 24. Ethereum's at $2,081, up 2.5%. Tether's number 3. Binance is at $228, up 0.4%, and XRP is at 60.7 cents, up 1% in 24. Running off the top 10, we have Solana at $60.09, up 0.7%. USDC, Cardano, Doge, and Tron. The total market cap is up 1.67% at 1.44 trillion, a Bitcoin dominance of 52%, and an ETH dominance of 17.3%. And that was our show for today. That was our show for this week. And I will see you back on Monday. And until then, happy hodling, everyone.